recently attended the Suzuki Grand Vitara launch, and I was unable to attend the Toyota Urban Cruiser launch because I was there. And it was a bit of a weird situation because if you consider the fact that they are, well, the same car in a way. It's, you know, a continuation of this collaboration between Suzuki and Toyota. Now, beforehand, if things were not confusing enough when it comes to SUVs and the different sizes and pricing and compact to a crossover to a mid-size to a large, whatever, well, Toyota's gone and made things a little bit more confusing with this urban cruiser because it is the second iteration, right, of what we know as the Toyota Urban Cruiser. But that was a smaller, compact SUV that competed with, but was also based on the Suzuki Vitara Brezza. This Toyota Urban Cruiser is now bigger and actually competes with the Grand Vitara, well, is based on that model as well. So it is longer, the wheelbase is longer. Overall, even the boot size has increased by about 25 litres. So it's just no longer in the same segment. It also feels a little bit more grown up, if you will, sort of, I guess a little bit more premium, even though it doesn't or isn't premium, because it is still, I would say, considered a bit more budget friendly. Now, where I focused on the Grand Vitara at the launch, I actually thought it would be quite a good idea to now compare the two and not just focus on this as the urban cruiser because essentially they're the same. But here's the thing, there are actually slight differences, and I think as a consumer you need to know what they are before being able to make a really informed sort of car buying decision. So in terms of dimensions, they are near identical. Interestingly enough though, Toyota claims the urban cruiser to have a bigger boot than the Grand Vitara, and by about 40 litres or so. But I have a feeling that this discrepancy might come down to sort of measuring methods and tools and not actually be the case, because as far as I can tell, they are pretty much the same. In terms of design, again, very, very similar. The only differences you'll really notice are sort of the lower grille designs are quite different. There's ever so slightly different sort of chrome detailing on one, and you know, the Toyota you can get with black mirror caps and black roof rails, whereas the Suzuki comes with silver. So tiny little differences, and of course the badge is going to be your dead giveaway, I would think. When it comes to the interiors, now I'm basing this on the sort of top spec models. That's what I'm in here in the Urban Cruiser, which is the XR. Suzuki does offer a sort of flagship model, which Toyota doesn't. So in terms of comparison, I'm going to keep it at these two, sort of the GLX and this XR. Now, again, cabin's identical, very well spec'd for what you pay. When you consider that these cars come in at sort of under 350,000 Rand, well, certainly the manuals do, they offer incredible, incredible value for money. However, where the letdown comes to the engines. Okay, now I'm in the automatic, which is a 4-speed auto. Suzuki offers the same, obviously, and in fact, both employ Suzuki's 1.5 litre naturally aspirated engine, which gets you 77 kilowatts of power and 138 newton meters of torque. Now again, Suzuki has that flagship model, which is a very mild hybrid, and it's got like an electric boost. It's also 1.5. The problem is that these engines are just not powerful enough, certainly not for a bigger car like this. So this is the same engine that was in the previous Urban Cruiser. They're very, very loud when you're accelerating because it's almost, especially in this auto, is trying to hunt for the right gear. It doesn't change in time and can make for a rather unpleasant drive when you are putting foot and going sort of up a hill or on a highway. To be fair, this is an urban cruiser, so it's for the urban area. So for a daily commute, absolutely fine. And I think most customers won't be too put off by these engines because you're going to be using it for around town, which is great. So now, which one should you buy? This is where it gets a little bit tricky because consumers are going to go for brand image, brand appeal, and Toyota holds that. We can tell that from the sales of the previous Urban Cruiser, which was like the best seller by a country mile. This is about 10,000 Rand more expensive than the Suzuki. But if I were you, I would go and find the best deal. Because either way, you're going to end up with a car that is, like I say, very good value for money. No. Who does that? No one.